Hey everyone, welcome. So today we are diving into a card that, let's be honest, usually makes people pretty happy to see. The Seven of Pentacles. At first glance, it really does seem to promise that all your hard work is finally about to pay off. But is that the whole story? Let's dig in.
So here it is, the classic image. You've got this gardener, right? He's leaning on his tool, just kind of gazing down at this big, healthy bush that's just loaded with 7 golden pentacles. They look like ripe fruit ready for picking. You can just feel the effort he's put in, you know? The garden is thriving, the investment has clearly grown. It's this perfect picture of potential, sitting right on the edge of harvest time.
And when you look at that, you can't help but ask yourself, is this it? Is this the moment? After all that labor, all the waiting, all the nurturing, is it finally time to cash in and collect what you've earned? Okay, so let's start with the most common and definitely the most optimistic take on this card. When this card pops up, your first instinct is probably to get excited, and for good reason. It often points directly towards a big reward and the success of a long-term project. I mean, this is the interpretation that everybody loves to get, right? It could mean you're about to reap a major reward, enjoy the first fruits of your labor, see a great return on an investment, or finally hit that huge milestone you've been working toward. It's just that feeling of sweet success after a long, hard road. But let's go back and look at that image a little closer, because what's really interesting here is the guy's posture. He isn't actually harvesting anything. He's not celebrating. He's pausing. He's taking a break, and believe it or not, that one little detail unlocks the entire deeper meaning of this card.
So you see, this isn't just about the payoff. The Seven of Pentacles is, at its core, a timeout card. It's all about stepping back from the work for a minute, to reflect, to evaluate, and to think really critically about what you're going to do next.
And that brings us to the main keyword for this card, assessment. The work isn't done. You're just hitting the pause button. This is your big chance to step away from the day-to-day grind, get that 30,000-foot view, and ask yourself the really important question, am I actually getting the results I want? So what does this assessment period look like? Well, first, you just pause and review what you've actually accomplished so far. Then, you check in and see if you're still on the right path to your original goals. And this is the most important part. You seriously consider if you need to change your approach, because at this stage, a course correction is still totally possible. Now hold on, because this is where the story of the Seven of Pentacles takes a really fascinating and kind of dark turn. While all the modern interpretations focus on reward and assessment, there's an older source, the Oracle of the Tarot from way back in 1933, that tells a much more pessimistic story. And get this, for a long time, this card wasn't seen as a promise of success at all. No, it was seen as a direct warning of failure and major disappointment. I mean, just look at this contrast. It's night and day. The modern view is all about reward and sweet success. But that 1933 guide, it assigns it the keyword loss. It talks about things like unprofitable employment and, maybe the scariest one, something promising turns out badly. It's a complete 180 from what we usually think. And this quote from that same 1933 source just drives the point home perfectly. Much labor for small returns. Oof. That suggests that all your hard work, all that effort, might just lead to a really disappointing tiny harvest. It's a powerful warning against just assuming that your hard work is automatically going to pay off. So, what are we supposed to do with these two totally opposite meanings? Is the card a promise or is it a warning? Well, here's the thing. The answer is, it's neither. It's something way more important than that. It's a choice. The Seven of Pentacles isn't a fortune cookie telling you will succeed or you will fail. It's showing you the moment before the outcome is decided. That pause, that moment of assessment, that's everything. That is the exact point where you get to decide if your project is going to lead to a massive harvest or if it's going to become one of those much labor for small returns stories. So here's the real takeaway. The Seven of Pentacles is a crossroads. It's a critical decision point. It is begging you to stop, to look honestly at your results, and to decide what to do next. Whatever you do, don't mistake this pause for the final destination. Ultimately, this card puts the power right back in your hands. It's asking you to look at the fruits of your labor, which are still on the vine, and make a conscious choice. Do you stay the course and reap what you've sown so far, or is it time to pivot, to change your strategy, to make sure you get an even better outcome? The choice is all yours. And that, my friends, is the Seven of Pentacles. A moment of pause, reflection, and some really powerful choices. If you enjoy digging into this card with me, let me know by hitting that like button. Drop your own experiences in the comments, and of course, subscribe for our next explainer. Thanks for hanging out.